presenting to you today the group dynamics. So I'm going to hand you out papers explaining what exactly I'm going to talk about. And first of all, I'll start with introducing our group to you, present the advantages and disadvantages of working in a group. Then I'll talk about the problems that we encountered and how we overcame them, if our group was successful, and then I'll finish off by the conclusion and the recommendations. So if you have any questions, please leave them for the end. So first of all, our group. First of all, there was Gleb, Alexander, Maria, and I. But progressively, everyone started leaving. So Alexander disappeared in the first week of our assignment. He came to class on the day that we got the assignment, and then we never heard from him again. Maria decided to change to graphic design, so she also stopped her H&D classes, but that was about a week before the assignment 2 was due. And Gleb did the assignment 2 with me, but he's not here today because about 2 weeks ago he decided to quit school and go back to Russia. So here I am, my group is right here, and I'm not going to say who is going to present what because I think it's pretty obvious who's going to be presenting all the parts today. So just why I should get you interested in what I'm saying, it's because you're all students, well, except for Dave, of Prague College, and you will be working in groups in the future, so this information might come in handy, you never know. So first of all, I'll talk about the advantages of working in a group. So first of all, it's that more information and knowledge are coming in, so when you have a topic and you have to discuss this, everyone has different knowledge from their past experiences, so it's good to put everything together and to come to a final conclusion. There's more alternatives that can be developed, and also people can criticize your work. Now, it can happen that if you're very good friends, you might not want to go and tell someone that he has a bad idea, but there's always a way to make him understand that he's going the wrong way, and this avoids having false information in the assignment in the future. You also have more responsibility, and as I have noticed during our presentations, so assignment 3, a lot of people are more comfortable doing presentations in a group than individually. And this because they know that they can rely on the other person. And if ever someone asks a question and they don't know, then there's always their group mates to answer for them or help them out. So it's good that you share responsibility. It's also that you divide your tasks. So basically you shouldn't be the one doing all the work of your group, and everyone has a small part, so it doesn't seem that it's a hard work. You develop knowledge and skills that will serve you for the future throughout the assignments and discussion with your friends. Especially in the schools, there's a lot of people from different countries and everyone has different cultures, so that also helps to get different points of views and to create some sort of appropriate mix. And also, you get to make new friends. Now, I'm more pessimistic on this one. I find there are more disadvantages to group work. So first of all, today is my group presentation. Group presentation, and I'm standing here alone. So you can't really rely on people, and group work doesn't mean that it's teamwork. Now you can put 4 random people together and say they're a group, which is fine, but it doesn't mean that they're going to work together and get along. So we shall not call it teamwork if there's not mutual exchange going on and friendship and stuff. It's also very time consuming, and you need to find a schedule in common because of course we all have our private life, other assignments to type up, and we don't always have the time to go up, meet with people, and work on assignment 2. So that's one thing. It's also that everyone is not social, and they don't necessarily like to work with other people or try to communicate with them. And most of the time, the very hard workers are the ones that are doing most of the work in the group, and the others are just social loafers, and they didn't really participate much. So also a big problem is that someone in the team might be too dominating, and that's not necessarily a good thing because not everyone likes to be told what to do. And if someone is really too dominant, pushing his ideas forth, then that could be a bad thing also, because then the group is actually going to use his ideas even if they're bad, because they won't want to go against him. So that might create conflicts and tension, which is not a positive way to work in groups. So if the atmosphere is bad, you're not going to feel like working together. And also, when you're working in a group, you might not come to know your personal skills. For example, if we give you a task to do, then you have group members there to support you. But if you had the task alone, you don't know if you would be able to manage it in the future. And also, what I noticed is that during group work, when there are discussions going on, a lot of people don't take notes, and then a lot of good ideas are forgotten. So that's a thing we must be careful about. So now I'm going to talk about the problems we have encountered, which are huge. So the main problem in assignment 2 we had is that nobody was coming in class except for me. And when we had workshops with Dave, I couldn't really, well, I could work on the assignment, but I couldn't really get the group work done. So that was kind of a bad thing. And it was also that I tried sending emails to Alexander, Gleb, and Maria. So Alexander, I never got one answer from him, so I don't even know who he is apart from that. I saw him on the day we got the assignment. Maria didn't answer my emails, but luckily she was at the residence. So me personally going to seeing her or just grabbing her in the kitchen and talking to her for a while kind of helped out getting the assignment done. And Gleb was kind of the only one that was responding to my emails and was kind of cooperating and trying to do something about it. So we also weren't very organized, and I mean I tried organizing it through emails, but the people didn't read them, so that didn't really help out. And we kind of, I tried solving the problem also by creating a Google document, but nobody uploaded anything on it, so that was kind of pointless. So was our group successful? I think you all have a little idea of what I'm going to say. Obviously not. There was poor tendency, no response, there was no respect, I found, and they just didn't care about our work, except for Gleb that kind of tried participating. And so I find that the work was done at the last moment, and I kept on thinking that they would send it to me at one point. So I kind of had hope that they would do something, but then it was 1 week before the assignment 2 was done, and I still had nothing, so I just decided to do everything by myself. And then I mailed the information to them, and that's kind of how the assignment 2 got done. So also I feel a bit disappointed about this assignment 2 because it was supposed to bring me a lot of knowledge and skills about teamwork, except that the teamwork wasn't there, so I didn't really get to know much. Only the disadvantages pretty much and the problems that we can encounter when working in a group, but I guess that also helped me to learn from the future how to manage it better or what can happen and stuff. So to conclude, of course working in groups has advantages and disadvantages. According to me, there's more disadvantages than advantages. And I'd say that if you're working in a group and you can actually choose who you are going to work with, I would recommend that you actually get to know the people properly and know if you can trust them, if they're reliable, and then form the team, because having good team members is one of the key to actually succeeding at the assignment or the work that has to be done. And you should be organized and not do everything at the last minute, just like I had to do the week before the assignment 2 was done. So if you have any questions, okay, thank you for your attention.
Thank you.